All right, you guys. So I just recorded a video on Facebook Live and I want you guys to watch the replay. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. I've been in travel for 6 years and I talked to a lot of individuals and business owners on why travel makes sense. And so, yeah, check out the video. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure to ask any questions and please let me know if any of this information makes sense to you, if you have any aha moments or if you have any other ideas or industries that you would like for me to chat about. So stay tuned. You're tuning in live, hashtag live, hashtag replay if you catch the replay. Here's why I do that, y'all, because most people that watch your video usually catch the replay. That's just how it is. I had to learn that through some training and stuff that I did. You are a boss in any industry. Hashtag boss. I want you to hashtag boss. This is a very special live. Oh gosh, Zone, don't act up on me. This is a special live because this has been my message since I've been in the travel industry for over 6 years. I got started in travel in 2014, y'all. I am a traditional business owner and have been for over, oh my gosh, my oldest son will be 22 next month. So since 20 years, I've been a traditional business owner. I've owned all types of businesses. I'm also a certified event planner, which is initially why I got into the travel industry because I was already in travel. I would get clients that say, hey, we want this hotel. I would go to the hotel. I would do all the work, negotiate the contracts and everything. I would charge my event planning service fee and earn no commission from the hotel. I didn't even know that was an option. But there are different things that I have done. I was very successful in the oil industry as well, being an executive in the industry for over 15 years. And so after losing my job in 2016, 4 years ago, I decided I wasn't going back to corporate America. I knew that I could get done what I needed to get done, earn my own 6 figures, being my own boss without checking in and checking out for one. So I wanted to go live today to really talk to these specific industries, but there are other industries that you guys are going to be able to relate to what I'm saying. So if you are a personal trainer, let me know below. If you're a realtor, if you're a tax professional, I know y'all are in class. I've been chatting with a lot of tax professionals, actually launching a tax professional tomorrow in the travel business. Event planner, if you're an event planner, let me know. I can talk your lingo. And most event planners aren't even certified event planners, y'all. And so I got my certification 6 years ago. Because I thought that's what I wanted to do. And I'm a all in type of person. And I did great while I was there, but it was just way too much work for my patients. Hairstylist, barber. If you're a life coach, let me know if you're a life coach. There are a lot of life coaches popping up here. Photographers, even if you're in ministry, if you own an online boutique, if you make t-shirts, if you're making masks, any kind of business owner, if you guys know a business owner, I want you to go ahead and tag them on this video as well. So here it is, guys, in the travel industry. People have a lot of questions, and a burning question right now, or the most common question that I'm getting from people is, does it even make sense to start a travel business in the middle of a pandemic? How many of you guys have asked that question or wonder, like, does it make sense to even start a business during a pandemic? If you've had that question, if you wonder, say, yep, me wondering. You can even put the looking eyes emoji if you're wondering that question. I want to answer that specifically because the travel industry is still dynamic, but I want y'all to understand the trend of travel. So even before the travel industry was hit with the pandemic, or the world was hit with the pandemic, people booked their travel in advance. People book their travel in advance, right? And so people normally book their travel 6 months to 12 months in advance. If it's a large family, or if it's a busy working class family that don't get to travel often, they plan 1 or 2 great trips per year. Those trips are booked in advance, right? That is the norm of the travel industry. Also in travel, people book business travel, people travel for educational purposes. There's so many reasons people travel. People travel for funerals. Y'all, this is the part that I didn't even recognize or realize how much people travel for funerals until I got into the industry as a professional. Because the first few trips that I booked as a travel agent was for somebody to go bury their loved ones. And it was like, wait a minute, I thought people would only be contacting me for vacation travel, okay? So with that said, that trend of travel, all the pandemic has done is, for those people who are saying, listen, I'm scared, I'm not traveling, I will wait until whenever I have to wait. Absolutely not. Some of those people have canceled their trips. And then we have folks that are saying, well, let me reschedule. Can we put it out for another 3 months? Can we put it out for another 6 months? And then there's the people like me who's been traveling. I've been out of the country 6 times during the pandemic, and safely. And I'm so grateful that my family and I have remained healthy. So just putting that out there, does it make sense to start a travel business during a pandemic? And when you also think about businesses, travel has always been the largest industry in the world, right? So even though there's a slowdown of some people who aren't traveling, there are many others who are. I had a client who just got back from Vegas from this past weekend. I get travel quotes every single week. I have agents on my team booking travel every single week. And so where there are some people who are saying, I am totally against it, there are a lot of people who are saying they are not. And there are some folks that are saying, let me just schedule it in advance. All right. But when you think about business, don't you want to get in the business so that you are ahead of the boom? So everywhere, my husband, he always sends me articles. He watched the news more than I do. Okay. So he always sends me articles, and these articles are of interviews of people saying, when the pandemic is over, what is the first thing that you're going to do? Y'all know the number one answer? Travel, right? There are businesses that can't wait to get back to their business travel. There are people that travel normally all the time that are saying, I can't wait to get back to traveling. And some of those people aren't waiting. They are traveling where they can. Okay. So with that said, there are specific industries. If you are a personal trainer, okay, let me talk to y'all real quick, because my husband is a former bodybuilder. Okay. And one of the best. Not only that, you guys, but he is a personal trainer. So I don't know his business, but I know when I need help, looking sexy in a bikini, I'm seeking his advice. And so I talked to him when I first got into this business. I'm like, babe, have you ever had a client that came to you and said, I want to get my sexy back? And he says, yes, right? So women will want to get their sexy back to fit in their wedding dresses, or, that industry is goal driven. So a lot of times the people are wanting to get that winter weight shaved off before the summer. And so what's ironic is a lot of you personal trainers are involved in these conversations. Like, your clients literally are talking to you and saying, I want to get sexy because I am going to Jamaica in a few months. I want to get, maybe not a 6-pack, but a 2-pack. And so you, as a personal trainer, you're involved in their travel, but you're just not involved on the money making side of travel. So you help them look good, feel good. You even like their pictures and post on Facebook, proud of that body that's on the beach, missing the beach money. Okay. So, as a personal trainer, like I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I am the best with ideas. I've always been creative. That's just who I am. I'm a creative being. God designed me this way. And when I look at personal trainers, I'm like, wow, you guys can actually plan retreats. So when my husband and I travel, we talk to the resorts. They will do customized meal plans for you and your group. You can host yoga retreats. You can host all kinds of retreats. In fact, I just got a Pilates instructor signed up on my team last month. And she found me on YouTube and I was like, ooh, wait a minute. And she was like, well, I'm going to get into planning retreats. So I figured, why not do it as a business? And I'm like, why? Now, other people see it that way. Like usually I have to paint the picture, and that's what I'm doing right now. So some of you guys have some amazing brands on Instagram, on Facebook, right? Even some YouTube channels, and you are missing the big picture. You're missing the big picture because, yes, they will pay you for your personal training services, but you as a personal trainer or fitness coach, you can earn the money from the flights, from the resorts, from the villas, from the transportation services, from the excursions, from all of that that's happening, right? And let's talk about you realtors, because I have some amazing realtors on my team that are in the travel business. The cool thing about your business is you get very personal with your clients. You got to know social security numbers, right? You need to know bank information, financial information. You got to know all this stuff with your clients. And here's the fun part about being a realtor. They trust you. They're very intimate with you. And most of the time after their home buying process is over, do you ever hear them say, you know what? We're going to Disney World after this. I need a vacation after this, because they are real tight with their funds until after closing, right? And not only that, but some people then start to think about, what's a home-based business that I can now turn a part of my home into a tax write-off? Now, disclaimer, I am not a tax professional. I am not a tax certified, licensed. I have a whole disclaimer written somewhere. Not near me. Let me see. Nope, not near me. So whatever. But anyways, listen, take advice from your tax people. This is information that has been provided by some folks that are tax professionals that have shared this with me. So you can get with your tax people and verify all that. I don't want to get into any trouble talking about taxes, but I do write off my home office from my taxes, okay? And so people who run a home-based business, they tap into home-based business advantages that you can get with your tax professionals. But, as a realtor, you get that one-time commission, unless, of course, they are buying multiple homes or referring their friends to you. A lot of times it's a one and done type of situation. But once you attach the travel business to that, now you're talking about a lifetime relationship. Now you can help that family go to Disney. Now you can help them go on a cruise. One of my friends who's a realtor, she's come to me many times and she's like, LaVonda, I am closing a big deal on an amazing house, and I want to gift them with a cruise. And I was like, oh my goodness, why other realtors don't think about that, gifting their clients a cruise? They usually get a basket with the wine and cheese and crackers and a welcome mat, and she's gifting her home buyers with cruises. That's amazing. And then, I did talk about taxes. So the tax professionals are getting more involved in the travel business as well. Y'all know majority of the people who get their taxes are not saving it. Some of them aren't even investing it. They are doing things with that money. And what I found is that a lot of the tax professionals that have partnered with me in this industry, their tax clients are telling them up front, hey, I want a travel business for myself. And hey, go for it. Let me help you start your own travel business. And there's the tax advantages there. Or they say, you know what? I'm going to book a trip with my tax refunds. I didn't know people were so intimate with their tax professionals. Get me the most money back so I can plan this trip to Dubai. Give me the most money back so me and my girls can go to XYZ or whatever. You know, they're telling these things to you tax professionals. So if you're involved in these conversations, you need to extend your income outside of the tax season. So many tax professionals, and there's levels to this, because some tax professionals, they do so well that they only work during tax season and they literally travel for the rest of the year. Okay. And I've dealt with all types. And then there are the ones that say, I do taxes. Somebody say, I do taxes. Chances are they are like, you know, just very part-time in the tax industry. Like this is part-time hustle money for them or something like that. But anyways, it's a good opportunity and a good leverage. It's a great leverage. Okay. Event planners, we need to talk. Y'all, I went through a whole event planning certification course. I spent hundreds of dollars. I spent several hours. And why they didn't tell me that I needed to be a travel agent also. So as an event planner, we are known for charging percentages on our time and our work. Okay. Especially if you are that do-it-all event planner, you know, like you're the one that's putting all the decor together. For me, I could do it and I did it. Then I eventually start outsourcing things like, no, you do that. Where's the caterer? Where's the decorator? We need the cake, you know, all that kind of stuff. I didn't want to be the do-it-all. And, you know, things happen with events. What happens with events? People have family traveling from out of town. And they'll say, hey, I have family traveling for out of town, LaVonda. Can you help us secure a hotel? What would I do? Pick up the phone, call the hotel, tell them how many rooms are needed, do all the agent work, but I never saw a commission. I charge a percentage, an event planner fee to do that for my clients when I would have earned way more money. I have a travel agent on my team that for years, for over 20 years, she was planning conferences and conventions all over the world. You guys, her first commission as an agent doing what she had been doing for years as an event planner was a 5-figure check because she rented out hundreds of hotel rooms. So a lot of event planners are doing that. Y'all don't even know that these hotels and resorts are paying commission even on the meeting room. If you're into weddings, some event planners lose clients because when they go to the resorts and say, you know what, we're thinking of doing a destination wedding, these resorts, these hotels, these cruise lines say, okay, great. You don't need an event planner. We got you from there. And if you've been in event planning long enough, you have lost clients to resorts, hotels, and cruises because their spill is, we are your event planner. You don't need any outside sources. And they'll come back and they'll say, hey, we decided to go with a destination wedding. We no longer need your services as an event planner. And you're at a loss. But here's the powerful part about the travel business. If you are an event planner, okay, and you are also a travel agent, you can pick up that phone, call that resort, call the hotel, call the cruise line and say, hey, my client told me that you told her she don't need me as an event planner, but I am also a travel agent. Here is the aha moment, y'all. The hotel, the resort, and the cruises do all the work for you, the travel agent, and you still get paid. and you still are the hero to your clients. And I've even had travel agents who have planned destination weddings, and they travel to that destination wedding for free and earn a commission on top of that. So your alliance in the industry of travel as an event planner is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And you are working alongside with your clients. So now you're extending your portfolio. And this is a message even for the event venues, where you're working together with a client, or a prospective client, I should say, because no one's a client until they pay that deposit, right? And so then they decide, oh yeah, we're just gonna go get married in Mexico. It's cheaper, right? We only need to book 20 rooms and our wedding is free. They're still paying a commission on that. So for those of you who are in event planning and you are planning events, get onto the travel side and extend your commission. Extend your commission, and you can host amazing events and galas and all of these amazing things. And it's just so mind-boggling how many event planners have never even considered the travel business. And what I believe it is a lot of times they think that it's going to overtake what they're already doing, right? Like in all the other activities, not realizing you are already in travel and you're missing your opportunity for commission, just like these hairstylists and barbers. And this year was eye-opening because, see, 6 years ago, y'all, when I got started in the industry and I made my mind up that I was going to start educating people on, you need this business. So a question that I will always ask a hairstylist or barber is, how much money do you earn when that chair is empty? How much money do you earn when that chair is empty? And most of them would say, I don't get paid. I get paid when there's a butt in that chair and my hands is in someone's hair. I'm cutting hair, that's when I'm making my money. And when I'm not getting paid. And very few people are salon owners. Like the salon owner is going to collect that booth rent, right? And so this year was eye-opening because never, ever, ever could have imagined that there would be a time where people would be denied the opportunity to be a hairstylist or a barber, right? And so in our industry, and what I teach is the power of residual income, the power of passive income, because I know a lot of you have very intimate conversations with your clients if you're a hairstylist or barber, and y'all know everybody and y'all know everything about everyone. Whenever I ask, hey, do you have clients that travel? Yeah, girl, I got this person that travels. She travels all the time. This attorney, that doctor, that, like y'all know about their families, about their activities, and they even talk to you before they start to travel. And I have several hairstylists in my organization, y'all. I have well over 1,000 people on my team. My number one income earner in my organization is a licensed cosmetologist as well. And she would travel and host different classes for the company that she was with before she made this her full-time business, right? And so you guys are already involved. So why not? And when you have that client that wants to have that destination wedding, girl, I got you, your bridesmaids, your mom, the grandma, everybody, and I will book the trip. And you travel with them and you earn that commission. And a lot of hairstylists and barbers would tell me they can't even afford to take off because they're not earning money outside of that chair. When we talk about life coaches are amazing, and they host conferences, conventions. They even have ideas for retreats. And never think about owning a travel business. And so I'm like, hey, this is the aha moment. If you are a life coach, and you're planning to host a retreat, own a travel business. So that you're traveling as an insider and you're earning the commission. That's the powerful thing. Like that is the thing. And there's a lot of people that, yeah, despite what's going on right now, guess what? People are planning trips for next year. I have a Zoom meeting tomorrow with the lady I met on Facebook where she and her partner are having a destination wedding in the Bahamas. Guess what? Future travel. Future travel. And so with life coaches, same thing. We're going to have a retreat. Really? Are you a travel agent? Nope. You ever thought about it? Nope. I don't have time for that. But you're doing it, right? And so I think sometimes people don't get the information to know and they overthink it. We also have photographers, or I have photographers on my list, because y'all are hired and you're paid a service for just that one thing. But what if you were that photographer that also booked destination weddings? What if you were that photographer that also booked girlfriend getaways, bachelorette getaways, bachelor getaways? Like, you're planning these trips, you're marketing, and you're there to capture the photos. Get paid and travel, y'all. I don't know if y'all getting that or not, but it is amazing. I have business partners on my team. They're travel agents, and guess what, y'all? They do screen printing shirts. Okay, so how many of y'all have seen on social media where people have t-shirts and they're talking about their trip? I ordered some shirts for my girls' trip in August. Boss Babe Cancun 2020 trip, right? Cancun trip. But people will have their family reunion trips. They will have their wedding group trips and all that printed on shirts. And so the agents on my team are saying, yeah, I'm going to sell you the shirt, but I'm also going to book that travel for you guys too. And they're booking their own groups and they're marketing and branding themselves with their other business. So travel is amazing because you can literally leverage it with any industry. Any industry. Y'all can challenge me. Throw an industry to me, and I bet you I can tell you how you can leverage travel with it. So I am about to go downstairs. My husband bought me some ice cream because I asked for it. And I'm about to couple up with my family before I have a Zoom later on tonight for our book club. We're reading $1 Million Secrets by Brian Tracy. Y'all know I love to read. And this book is just absolutely opening our minds because why? Millionaires have multiple streams of income. And if 2020 hasn't taught you anything, it should have taught you to prepare for the future without knowing what the future may look like. It should teach you jobs are not secure, no matter how good or skilled you are. It should teach you to definitely value your time that you have with your loved ones and multiple streams of income. Necessary, right? Been very, very blessed through these times because of decisions I made 5 and 6, 7 years ago that's still paying me today. Even though during those times I had good jobs. So I love y'all. I hope this was helpful. Tag someone that you know that owns a business that you feel this could be helpful. If it's you, let's chat, okay? Let's talk about travel and leveraging it with what you're already doing. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.